Paula Agustini wants change for her student.
I understand you have staff shortages, but if we decide that there's a need of one-to-one aid, it's for a very good reason. Because there are certain situations that can arise, and you need the assistance of somebody that knows how to protect the child. So why was she left unsupervised at the end of the day is not right.
Today's legislative oversight hearing with the Guam Department of Education is turning its attention to GDOE's Special Education Division. Lawmakers aiming to assess any progress or shortcomings within the critical branch. Committee Oversight Chair on Education Senator Chris Barnett speaking to KUAM ahead of the hearing.
I found that the more we check in on the progress of special education and the more we discuss what are the issues facing the division, the more we as lawmakers in the policymaking body for the island can do to address those concerns and issues.
Among those key topics up for discussion on the oversight docket, GDOE's status of certified SPED teachers, the issue already landing Guam DOE in hot water, with one parent of a GDOE student with disabilities taking legal action, as she alleges her daughter was left alone on 64 occasions, not receiving her education from a certified teacher based on her illness or other demands. She, alongside another parent of a GDOE student with disabilities, filing a lawsuit against the GDOE superintendent and the members of the Guam Education Board, alleging failure to provide adequate education.
As you know, we're currently being sued for violations of the Adequate Education Act, and these lawsuits were filed by the families of students with special needs. And so even prior to this lawsuit and the filing of it, I held what I believe was the first roundtable hearing on special education in many, many years. And I think just in working with the Guam Department of Education, I think that's been part of the problem is that they have, God bless the hearts of GDOE leadership, but if you leave them alone too long, we see what happens with that, whether it's the state of our schools or the state of special education.
The state of special education seemingly not up to par. Barnett retelling this experience of a stakeholder and their child with special needs.
I got a video from a parent of a special needs student, and she sent me a video of her child when the child was assigned a one-to-one aid. And then she sent me a video on a day that the child wasn't able to avail of a one-to-one aid. And the difference was like night and day. When the child had the one-to-one aid, the child was very engaged in what was going on in the classroom. And in the video where the child didn't have the aid, the child appeared very withdrawn and kind of isolated in that classroom.
It's just one of the many stories he says he gets from parents and principals alike, and why he's hoping to find solutions to address the issues plaguing the division. The education chair adding that though he understands GDOE has just done cross-leveling and that the department remains short on special education teachers, he hears the needs for an increase in one-to-one aids from the school level to meet the needs of students effectively. Assistive technology aid to students, training in alternative communication, IEP, and SPED-related services were also part of the oversight agenda.